Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel everybody. So I am currently working on my paper pumpkin alternatives for November 2023's kit called Warm Wishes. This is video number 4. I'm going to move my whiteboard. So a couple more of these and me showing you what comes in the kit and then we're all done with that. So this is the instruction sheet. Sorry, I'm going to take a sip. All done. So these look like they're really small little houses, but they're really not. They're really big houses. I'm trying to look for if I have one that's I can show you. So that they're not little bitty mini ones. They're nice big ones. So really, really cool. That doesn't belong in where it was. So this is the instruction sheet. Nice big fold out, gives you detailed, very detailed instructions on how to do the projects. On the back, you can get a QR code that you can scan to give you more projects. It shows you pictures of everything that comes in the kit and the coordinating colors. So enough of that piece. Now let's show you what comes with the kit. So you get 2 houses. You get this wee little cute little blue house, really cute. You get this 2-story big blue house, which is darling, front and back. These are little tent treat boxes like so. So let me put these back on the clipboard. You got 2 different size tags. You got the little banner and the little circle, and the stamp set was the door with the 2 little trees, a little dog, 'tis the season, with love, special delivery, warm wishes from our home to yours, and a little present. Some tear tape, some baker's twine. Flop that over. I'm keeping the trash bit from where we got our 2 tags, some stickers, and some little itty bitty wreaths, which we are using one of these today on our project. So let me get this, put it right here, and then I don't have to get back into this. So we are setting this aside. Now this project, anybody can do this if you have the stamps. You don't necessarily even have to have the wreath if you don't want to use it. So let's go over what you are going to need, and then I'm going to show you the project. So I don't even want to show you this bit. Hold on. Don't want to show you that yet. So what you are going to need is this is your DIY house. You're going to make your own little house here, just like the one over there, similar enough to anyways. Cardstock, 4 1/4 by 10. So we're going to cut this down. This is simply a half a sheet of cardstock cut at 4 1/4. We're going to score it and cut it down to 10 all together. This is in boho blue. You can make it any color you wish. We're even going to give it a little window. It's going to be scored at 3 3/4, at 5 1/4, and at 9. And don't worry, I wrote it in big letters, numbers for you, like this. And we're going to do that, like I said, together. Excuse me. So next, that's the wrong one. Score. Okay, so we need 1 1/4 by 4 1/2 of white for the roof. This is my roof. I used this old scallop border punch. You don't have to make it scalloped. I just thought it was a cute little detail. Now, if you look at my paper, it does have some textured on it. That's because this is a scrap of really old, I don't know where it was just something that's been sitting on my desk. This is a watercolor paper that I didn't know where to put it, and it's been sitting literally in front of me for like 6 months or more. And I thought, ooh, that's got some texture in it. That would look great for the roof. So that's why I chose it. Any white would do. We're going to use some of that glitter glue that came in last month's kit. to make it glitter like snow. So I have 2 pieces of these. Let me put this in my drawer as I've already punched mine. Like I said, you don't have to punch it. So white for the roof, punch with a scallop border punch. You also need a 1" by 4.5 for the snowbank. I left a little extra. You can cut it right to 4 1/4. I'm just going to snip it off when I put it on there. Then you will need a 2 by 2 inch of vellum and a 2 by 2 inch of Daffodil Delight. Okay, let me put these on here. And then you're going to need, where's my white piece? Here it is. I'm using a scrap piece, but you are going to need a 1 3/8 inch circle punch and a 1 inch circle punch for our window and our window frame. Now you can use a piece of pecan pie. I did for my sample. I'm going to show it to you, but I don't have any more scrap pecan pie, and I'm not cutting up a full sheet of cardstock just for a little window. So I'm going to make my own pecan pie with blends. So that's what my scrap paper is for. I'm going to paper clip this up for a minute. And you're going to need a piece of, what for our door? Did I not put down our door? I didn't write down the piece for the door. Let me show you our cute little door I colored. Partially covered. So this piece is 2 1/4 by, you'll need 2 1/2. So let me write that down just so I have it down here. So the door, you'll need 2 1/4 by 2 1/2, and you will fussy cut that out. I'm pretty sure I wrote this down. Oh, I wrote 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 for the door in white. I did write it down. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? Let's finish coloring our door. Where is my Stampin' Up? I moved everything out of the way. Oh, no, let's show you what other stamps we're going to use. So here's my pattern. So I brought in the No Peeking from the November 2022's kit. Let me put this back in here before I lose it. Somehow I lost the Open Me stamp. Oh, not so happy about that. From the kit, Love Santa Tag Kit, which I think this is still available, guys. I am using this bow branch, this little berries, and the Love Santa to go on this card. So that set aside, we're going to work on that if I ever find that darn Stampin' Pierce mat, which went bye-bye. Oh, it's under the board there. Here we go. So I stamped. I even have one. Might as well. I mean, I'm just going to show you that, yes, we're stamping. So we're going to ink this up. Now, I will tell you, you really should hold this down. Hold it down a minute. Give it time to set in if you want a really good inking of this. Give it a minute. Just don't stamp and pick it up. Give it a second, because I've stamped it, picked it up, and I didn't get a really nice. That is really good. First time, couple of times, you just give it a minute to soak up, okay? So that's how I stamped it. I'm going to set that aside. I can always use that. So I'm going to show you our little box. Look at how sweet this is. I'm going to show you how I'm filled it up. So this is what we're making. So my little door here. So I've chosen pecan pie because I'm inspired by the brown house that came in the kit. So we have the dark, and the dark, all I did was I filled in here, and I went around the outside of the door, and I filled in here, and I came into this area of my wreath, and I did that. So I went around, just tried to cut out some at the time, because the last video I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking way too long, and I do apologize about that. Never meant for that video to go so long. So now I am just going to scribble, 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 scribble. Because this is the light, I can do that. Try not to go into the other colors. just makes it. I just wanted a nice brown wood look to my door. And I think it looks really nice on the boho blue. All right, so there's my door. Let me move those back over here. Now for the windows, I took the dark and I just went on both sides of the window panes there. And then I'm going to come in with the light and just fill in the windows. That's all I did. No fussing, no nothing. There it is. Now I will tell you on the Real Red, I didn't bother with the light because I don't like it. But I did give it 2 coats with the Real Red. That's a little third kiss of it. Now for the trees and the wreath. So I already did the wreath with the light. Now I'm going to come in with my dark. And I'm just going to do little swirlies all the way around the outside of my wreath, and then I'm going to come in and do some little swirlies just to give it a little bit more look to it. And then I went all the way around these little trees and all the way around their little lines in little swirlies. Come back in with my old olive, and then I went around with the light. Swirly little motions. Now, did I throw it away? I was meant to keep it, but did I throw it away? It's a possibility. Okay. What you guys don't see is I took the light balmy blue. This is the really old one, isn't it? I did it again. And before I did, I went around all my edges before I fussy cut it out with balmy blue like this. But I did it much bigger, because I wanted to make sure that when I fussy cut it out, I had a blue trim all the way around this. Now I'm going to hold this up for you. And that is my little house. Now my little doorknob, me keeping all the little stuff. These are from a paper pumpkin kit. They were, what is this blue? One of the in colors. Anyways, I colored it with a Sharpie black as best I could. Now I'm going to pick one up, hopefully, and I'm going to use that for my doorknob. And I think that worked out pretty darn well, and I'm going to keep those out for my doorknob. So there is our little door. I'm going to set that up here. Now we're going to, before we work on the house, we're going to do our stamping. So here is that Love Santa from that tag kit. This is Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to put this on the circle. And these are going to be little stocking stuffers. You'll see what I'm putting in them. So this really does suit that circle. So I did Love Santa. There we go. Now on the other side, I'm going to do the With Love that comes with this kit. And I have to switch blocks here. So give me a second. I have to get the With Love off of my holding block. That one is going to be, I don't want red. I'm going to do that one with the old olive, just because I think it could go with that. It needs a little different. So I'm just going to do With Love. I'm going to clean it off. All right. So the that tag is done. Now you can see I already started this tag. You can see my stamping off. So this is that big bow from the same, I'm going to forget what that was called again. What is this kit called? With Love Santa tag kit. And I really do think that's still out there online. It made great, huge tags for Christmas. I tried to save them. My family wouldn't let me. They're like, no, you will just buy more. I'm like, yes, I will buy more tag kits. And I did. So there's that. I just wanted it, I didn't like it being so stark white. It needed some color, so I just did it 2 different directions. Then we're going to bring in the special delivery, and that's from this paper pumpkin kit, and that's going to be in real red. That's going to go this way. I do want to clean this off, otherwise I will end up with real red on something. And then we need the no peeking. There's my little berries. So I thought the no peeking, I wanted to put open me, but I lost it somehow. It's not where it should be. So we need to clean this off. And those little berries are just going to give us a bit of color on this other side. So some there and some there. I'm going to clean it off because I got to add the other stamp on it. That's a lot of water in my stamping chamois. So we can actually put those right here for now. They're going to go back on there. Oh my gosh. You guys see that the stamp set, the pad just flipped all over the place. So those are ready. Got a bit of water there. Now let's go to making our, oh no, we have to do our window. When you see it, well, you already saw a peek, but it's just gonna hopefully work out. If not, we'll work again. So we are just gonna start with the dark. And I'm just, like I said, I am not going to. I'm just gonna layer on some ink here. Just the dark. Now, I'm gonna first punch with this 1-inch. I'm making my frame. Now, hopefully I have colored enough. Oh yeah, that's going to work great. Center it up in there. It's going to really kind of match the door better. There's my, that is my frame for around my window. So that can go there. This can go back in the drawer. And this is all we need. So let's get on with the making of our little treat box. And we need our half a sheet of cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11, which we now are going to trim down to 10. You can see my directions needs to be there. Now, I like to keep a little toothbrush and keep those little paper fibers out of the track. So, put it over here. We need to take off 1 inch. Because we need it to be 10. So the cutting blade, we don't need the cutting blade anymore. So thank you for your service, but you are no longer needed. So 3 3/4, score 1, 2, and 3. Nice even pressure. 5 1/4. 1, 2, and 3, and then go to 9. 1, 2, and 3. And this was, I used the measurement from the little blue house. Now we are going to score up, up, and away. At least that's how I score. Scoring and increasing. Up, up, and away. And up, up, and away. And everything up there goes away too. So now you can see we have the little tent and our little house. Now it is a very small little roof. Let me pick that up. And where is our previously, we already have our little snowbank, which might need to, we're going to do a little fussy cutting, make it a little wavy. But this is our little roof line. Give us that little scallop detail. You're going to see a little bit, it looks like, because this one isn't quite so long, but that's okay. Because this one, when it goes down there, do you see how long that is? So I had to make that one a little shorter. Now, for our window, oh, I still need the 1-inch punch because we got to make the window. But we got to get the door in. So take that 1-inch strip and just do some curvy worvies. We're doing a snowbank, right? It's not, snowbanks aren't square, so that's all I'm doing. Then I'm going to take the glue. I'm going to start the glue over here. Because you want to make sure it's not the one with the flap. And then I'm going to snip it off. That looks good. All right. That's why I gave myself that little bit extra. All right. Get these out of the way. I mean, I could glue that onto my roof line if the little scallop bothered you at all. Which we could. Yeah, okay, we can try. As long as it doesn't, we can do this. If it bothers some of you. For me, it doesn't bother me at all. But this is for those of you who might bother you. But there's our little extra. Hopefully it doesn't bother my window. That's what I'm worried about. So that little extra we took off is now going to add to our little scalloped roof line. Now this is going to go there. All right, so this, maybe add a little bit more glue. You guys, I want to tell you, it is so cold here that my water was freezing. I had to run in the house and go run the water. And it's like, my husband's like, it's warming up. I'm like, no, baby, it's getting colder. It is not warming up at all. So I want to make sure I go off of the edges. Trying to get it. Okay. That will work. And this one will work. And I got glue on the table. Uh-oh. This one shifted places. Not good. All that lining it up on the sides just for it to shift. That's all right. All right, so now I'm going to place my door, and I'm placing the door so I know where to place my window. My little door is going off to the side so I can place my window that will not be hidden. We need dimensionals. All right. One in the center, one in the middle, one on the bottom, and one on each side in the tree. That one did not want to come off. So I'm going to look at it here. And I'm going to, oh, do not stick to the glass mat. It did. Now it isn't. So I want this like right there. my little roof line. All right, holding this in place. Gonna put my little window right there, and then I'm gonna take a little pencil and I'm gonna mark an X, and that's gonna tell me where to roughly take my circle punch and punch another 1-inch circle punch. Now you can go around the circle or around your frame. I am just going around my circle. Placing my frame that once was white that we colored with the pecan pie blend because I didn't have any pecan pie scrap to use. But now we got to make it white. And white. We got to make it yellow. So you could do it this bright yellow, but I wanted to diffuse it. So I already put tear tape on, trying to, make it easier. So there's some tear tape. I didn't need all 4 edges. It's going on the inside. So here's my vellum layer. There's that. And take off the tear tape. I already gave it its rub down, its little massage. And here we go. And I think this is so cute. And honestly, guys, this is actually going in a stocking, this one. And I'll show you what I'm putting in it. So I'm going like so. There's my little window. Now, if you didn't want to diffuse it, that's okay too. You just leave it bright. So it's going up and over, and we are going to seal this down with some tear tape because this is as it is. I don't need a lot. I just need a strip because I already have the little something that's going to go in here. Where's my packaging? All right. So I was at Walmart the other day. Hopefully you can see all this. This was $3, and you got 3 of these scented body butters. And I'm taking them out because this is 3 gifts in one for $3. So this is the tissue paper, right? So I took this little baggie. Where's my little baggie? I had one out somewhere. I did. I really, really did, guys. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got this in the craft section at Walmart. I think there's 100 count for like $4 or $3.98, or it might be $4.98. But all I did is put in the guillotine, cut this off. So if you do not want to wrap it in tissue paper, you can do it like this. Put some tape here, which we can do. So you do not have to put it in tissue paper. I just want to show you some options. You can put a little piece of Scotch tape, and you could fit this in your little tint box. See how cute that is? But I wanted it to be even cuter than that. So I took the tissue paper and I roughly cut it, and you can see it's roughly cut. I stuck it in the guillotine, chopped some off, chopped it again. I'm going to take it, and it goes this way. So I'm going to put it like this. I'm going to put it like this with a little bit of tape. Again, Mr. Frog is going to come in for the assist. Now, we're going to use that on our house in a minute. So I have these little rubber bands, which, yes, we're going to put some ribbon on it too, but these are a great little help. I'm going to just take this and give it a little tie down. Put it back down in there. Oh, it looks like we got too much on this end. We're going to have to fix that up. Probably should have taped it in the center, but that's all right. Put it down. All right. Now I'm going to do a pink house. This little house is for Jissa. I'm going to do a pink one for my daughter. You'll see them in the review. I don't think you guys need to see me do the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to do a pink one. Or maybe I'll do the pink one 2-story, like the brown one. So you'll have both measurements. That just tore a little bit, but it's okay. I'll put a little tape on it. All right, so we need a little ribbon or something. And I just so happen to have this little scrap of red in my drawer. I'm not going to tie a bow. I'm just going to tie it in a little knot because this was just lying in the drawer. Like I said, $3. I'm going to get 3 gifts. I'm going to make 3 little houses. These are stocking stuffers. These are going to help fill up my stockings. Money is very tight this year, so every little bit I can to fill those stockings up and make them look a little fuller is going to really help me out. And yes, I still do stockings for my children. In fact, this year, I think I'm even going to do one for my aunt just so she has a little extra something because we don't do a whole lot of gifts for the adults. So this now is going to go on the inside. And if you want to know how on earth I'm going to get it to stay there, tear tape. So I'm going to get 2 nice pieces. I'm going to stick one on this side, one on this side. And how am I going to know that it's Jissa's? Well, Miss Jissa loves blue. So the blue house is for Miss Jissa. There's one. Got to be gentle with the tissue paper. Like I said, the pink one, of course, will be Miss Justice's, my daughter. So I'm going to stick it right like that. I'm going to sandwich it in there. And then I'm going to bring my roof line over and seal it up. And this is just going to help me get those little presents full. And and I get to create. So it's a double duty there. So I have my little tissues sticking out the side, which I think is darn toot and cute. Here's my 2 little tags, and I already have, where did it go? This is some really old stuff here. Stampin' Up, Baker's Twine. This is Cherry Cobbler. I want Love Santa on the front. Now, Hank, he cannot have the same blue house. So that other little house, I don't know what I'm going to do with my sample. I didn't think about it being the same color, but it cannot be the same color. I will have to... I tied it in a knot. And then I'm going to just tie a bow, hopefully. All right, so this now is going to go right here. You can do wherever you want to. So I want you to kind of see the special delivery, and I want it off to the side. Ah. Oh, I wanted to show you. If you were giving this as a gift, you can add a piece to the back. I'm not adding it to this one as this is going in the stocking, okay? But this from here to here. This is, let me show you. This is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4, and I just used a corner rounder. I used both sentiments, warm wishes from our home to yours, and celebrate the wonder, enjoy the season. The second one is from October 2023's Paper Pumpkin Kit. This, of course, is November's, and I added the same little detail of the pine bough that I used on the gift tag. This, of course, is my sample, but I might just keep it as a sample. But this one, I want it to go in the stocking, so it can't have that on there. That would be disastrous for Christmas morning. I put a little dimensional right there. Stick this right there. Now I took the glitter glue. This, I cannot put this on until after I get all the glitter glue on, and I'm going to have to let it dry. So you just have to pretend that you see this on this, because I got to wait till it dries, okay? So I took the glitter glue, and I'm going to use my fingers. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it didn't bother me. So I put a bunch on there, and I just dabbed it with my fingers. What is that there? Oh, that's where I tore my little bit of paper with that dimensional. So I'm going to put a little glob there and drop the glitter glue on me. And then we're going to come up here to our roof line. So I have a pink one to make, and Hank likes red and black. So I'll probably do a little red house for Mr. Hank. And of course I'll put candies or something in it. So I'm going to just dab a little bit on the wreath, a little bit on the trees. And I'm going to use a little hand sanitizer, and it takes off all of the little glitter glue. So that is my project, and I hope I did a little better on time for you guys, and I hope this is a project it inspires you. If you have more little gifts that you need to do, and you need more of these little darling little houses, and if you think, oh my gosh, what can I fit in there? That little thing from Walmart, at least for girls, guys too, I mean, don't pit pat. So this was a great buy, $3, and you get 3 of those great stocking stuffers or a little gift. Now let me show you the other idea I had. So there's that. Well, this little one you could wrap up. This is that same little bag I had from Walmart, and I took some candies. I have a little bag, a stash of stuff out here, even some Ferrero Rochers. These are my daughter's favorite. Those are for her stocking. You could throw some in a little gift bag, or that little cellophane bag it came in. These will fit in here, okay? Those will fit in here either way you go. Now, you can let it be seen, but I really kind of liked using the bag. And once again, I would do it like this. You could either fold it up like this and tuck it in there. There are so many ways you could put it in there, or if I turned it this way, I can do the same thing. Put a little string around it and have it stick outside of the bag. So I will do another one. I will do one a little taller, because the brown house is larger. Or is it? Maybe it just is deceivingly looks bigger. Let's see if it is. Okay. The brown house is a little taller. I will do the pink house the size of the brown house, and maybe center the window. Maybe I'll even do a wider one. Well, I'll have to come up with that pattern next. But this is the pattern again. 4 by 10, and you score it 3 3/4, 5 1/4, and at 9. And it is a cute, you could put a little string on it to hang, but like I said, these are fillers for my stockings, and I really like that. Little Jissa will like the little blue house too, and she's a crafty little girl. Not little, they're in their 30s, but to me they'll always be little, you know how that is. So thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know if this is something that was helpful to you. I would really be interested in that. And please come back and visit me again in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.